And are we back?
Yeah.
All right, we're back here on the WIAA website here, webcasting the AA Mat Classic 24 Championships. We're at weight class 113. Paul Beatty here along with Greg Hargrave. In this one, it's Wyatt Scribner of Ellensburg versus Brian Burchett of Klahowya. Greg, what do you know about these two guys?
They were both 106-pounders last year, and Wyatt was actually a state champion, and Brian took 4th place last year. So I'm sure they've wrestled each other a few times before.
No question about that. So those were both 106ers last year, right?
Both 106-pounders, and they're both up one weight class again. Brian Burchett just did a nice, I don't know what you'd call that, a little fireman dump takedown there for 2 points. He takes the early lead on the defending state champ.
So 2-0, and it is Burchett on top. You would come in thinking that Scribner with a state championship is the likely favorite.
Yep, but there's a lot of improvement. Brian was a light 106. He was actually, his brother was in the finals with Wyatt last year. So this year he's caught up on weight. It's a little bit more of a fair playing field now when it comes to the weight-wise.
So Scribner will be in the down position as they get moved out of bounds, and Burchett trying to control from the top.
Yeah, Brian Burchett has a nice little cheap tilt he likes to do with the tight waist there, but I don't know if you could get away with those cheap points against the defending state champ, but let's see if he tries it or not. He's got a nice tight waist on right now.
That's a long way to go to think that you can make a 2-0. It's kind of like any other sport. When there is early scoring, there's sometimes that's going to be the case for the whole match.
Yeah, like we say with the state finals going on, you can't go in stall mode. It's got to go. You got the rest of the off season to rest, so they got to go for it and leave everything out there on the mat right now.
So, and we haven't even talked about the team aspect of this, and there is still a little bit of a race here in the AA, although it would have to be a fairly, surprising result for Centralia to overtake Deer Park, but we'll talk more about that. Right now, it looks like Scribner trying to reverse fortunes here.
Yeah, he did get a 1-point takedown, and they just gave him a 1-point escape, and now he just got a 2-point takedown. So he's going to take a 1-point lead going into the second round here, 3-2.
So 3-2, and Scribner takes the lead, red over the green, as we go into round number 2 of the state AA 113-pound individual championship.
Wyatt stood up the first round. Let's see if he tries to stand up again this round.
Try to pick up that quick, easy escape and then go back to work.
Exactly. You get 3 points out of that if you could get away with an escape and a takedown. So right now he's just hand fighting, moving around. Burchett's doing a great job holding him down to the mat.
And both of these guys, only sophomores. Scribner with a state championship already in his pocket, could make a run at 4 of them.
Yeah, I think Brian has something to say about this match. Let's see what happens. That's everybody's goal, is to try to win those 4, and the hardest ones usually are your freshman year for sure. But if you're going to win, it's probably the 106 and the 113 pounders is where you want to start.
And there's another point for Scribner as he gets the escape, and now they're back on even terms.
Yep, let's see if Burchett goes with that fireman dump. There he was going to try it again, where he gets that underhook arm there, and he tries to keep that, and then hooks the leg and go for that little dump. But nope, it looks like Wyatt went for his first double leg takedown and got a nice takedown there, and now he gets a 4-point lead.
Big 4-point lead now, 6-2. Scribner leading Burchett. Scribner of Ellensburg and Burchett of Klahowya. And
he's doing a good job trying to keep him into bounds. Burchett's trying to get out of bounds because he's got the turkey in on the leg, which is a great wrestling position if you're on top, but he just lost it, but that's okay. He's keeping the pressure on him. He does not want him to score this last 15 seconds, and Burchett should be thinking about trying to score this last 15 seconds.
Well, Greg, and there's a race here for third place Fife. We just saw Robertson win for Fife They're in third place with 74.5 points coming into this. Ellensburg, fourth place with 70. So just to keep pace, Scribner needs to come up with a win here.
Yes, he does, and his teammate Tyler Coach is the favorite at the 170 spot. So they have a good chance of jumping up there into that third place if he can win this match right here.
And he leads 6-2 after 2 rounds of the 113-pound state championship AA here in the Tacoma Dome, Matt Classic 24. And we go into the final round here between Wyatt Scribner and Brian Burchett.
Yep, he tried a quick little roll there. We call that a 5-point move. Is sometimes when you could roll him over like that, you keep him on his back, you get some back points plus the 2-point reversal. But Wyatt knew what was going on. So he's just trying to keep him down to the mat, keep his belly on the mat. Burchett needs to get up a little bit. Pretty soon he's going to have to take some chances or some gambles here, because what's the difference between losing by 4 or 20 right now, right?
And Scribner, he hasn't gotten a stall warning yet, so he's got that in his back pocket right now, right?
Yep, and his hips are on Burchett's hips, and that is sometimes, if he's not making a great effort on trying to roll him over, he will get called for that. But right now, he's got the arm bar in. He's trying to roll him over a little bit. He's looking really busy.
So he's not only got the warning, he's also easily could give up a stall point at this time. And with a 4-point lead and a minute to go, you've got a little room to work with.
Yeah, he's in really no hurry to. He doesn't have to do any gambles, no suicide rolls or anything to moves. He's just going to look for the basic arm bar, keep him on the mat, and be content with a 6-2-0 lead or 6-2 lead.
Burchett, he's got 45 seconds. What do you have to do in this position?
First of all, you got to get off your belly, and you got to have to gamble. You're going to have to roll or do a Granby or something. You just can't lay on your belly. And Scribner's doing a great job keeping him down, though. You got to give him credit. Good wrestler. Sound. 25
seconds to go. Wyatt Scribner of Ellensburg now 20 seconds away from his second straight state championship. Down to 15 seconds. And Scribner still, he looks like the one more busy as Burchett is laid out on the mat. We're down to 7 seconds. And Wyatt Scribner is going to be a 2-time state champion, and he is right now with a 6-2 win over Brian Burchett of Klahowya. And Wyatt Scribner comes up with a big win. His second time. I think he's probably, he likes this. He's going to get used to this.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of practice or whatnot, but that was a nice little dance he had there.
They were like the little character, a little have fun. I mean, this is a great event here at the Tacoma Dome, and Wyatt Scribner is our second individual champion here at the AA State Championships. We will go ahead and take another break here. We'll pause, and when we come back, it'll be weight class 120. That'll be Brian Burchett's brother, Adam Burchett of Klahowya versus Jake Conzal of Deer Park, weight class 120. That'll be coming up in a few moments. They will be doing the awards, I think, next for weight class 106, so we'll have a little larger delay between matches from now on as they give out the awards to the prior weight class.